Welcome, everyone, to the long weekend. Hello. We are heading into the long weekend, August long weekend, one of my favorites. May long weekend is the starting of summer for me. And August long weekend, we're just in the middle of it. We are in the middle of summer. It is summer fun. It is beach volleyball. It is getting out, having picnics, connecting, laughing, sitting back on the beach, enjoying. To me, summer is beach time. I know for some, summer is getting out camping in the middle of the woods. For me, it's always been the beach, getting to the beach and going to the beach. I just get rejuvenated when I'm on the beach. Maybe that's why I'm missing home so much and missing Penticton, because August long weekend, you know what? It's nice. It's nice. You just sit back, you can go to the beach, and you know when to go. That's the whole thing. When you live in the town, when to go onto the beach and when to stay away from the beach, when it gets too crowded. But there's different things that are going on. We have, usually there's some outdoor festivals or music happening. This is a fine time, of course. We have the first harvest coming in, Lug Havish, I think it's called. I can never pronounce it. On the Celtic Wheel this weekend. So we have this energy of bringing in a harvest, getting out, collecting. Farmers markets. Oh, fabulous time to go to the farmers market. You're going to get some beautiful, first picks of corn, some peaches, plums are just coming out. So you're getting the first piece parts of the, for plums. Peaches, apricots are probably done. Some strawberries, and it is just absolutely, a fabulous time as we are still in the midst of Leo season. Now, I'm just reading some people. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Tamara. My biggest spiritual downloads come in August. And it's sort of that beautiful energy that's, the vibe, the summertime vibe of, kicking back, relaxing, and having fun. Now, with that, in saying that, of course, we have Mars in Virgo and we have Venus in Virgo. Now, they're not going to really meet up so much this month, but there is a familiarity because they haven't been sort of in this sign together since 2019. So there's a little bit of familiarity of a 2-year cycle coming together. And we have where Venus is, there's a little bit of a hammer of Thor coming in. And, the hammer takes off the top of the mountain and take things down to size. That's what the hammer does. And of course, Eris of discord. And we've been seeing a lot of discourse coming up with people not taking it anymore, standing up, speaking their rights, speaking out. I mean, we're seeing that we're a lot right now, especially with Eris of discord coming in. And then Venus too. She's not like, her hand is up in the air and she is saying, I ain't taking this anymore. I ain't doing this anymore. I'm not going to be, this is a direction I need to go. And she's having a little convo with Mercury, and Mercury's in Cancer, and neither of them like to be where they are. Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, so he can, they can switch spots. I mean, Venus feels a hell of a lot better in Cancer than she does in Virgo. So we have this energy that's in the air right now. And plus Mercury's answering to the sun because the sun is in Leo. I should have said Mercury's in Leo. So answering to the sun. So we have this energy of, here I am. I want to be seen. I want to be heard. I will not let anybody dull my light. And Jupiter comes in, and he's in Aquarius. So Jupiter's coming in and saying, hey, we have some stuff to do. And there is this energy of service, because Aquarius is what we're going to call the higher end, the humanitarian energy of service, right? And then we have Venus in Virgo. Virgo is the daily service. How are you? What's your daily routine? How are you showing up within your life, within for others, and in your health? Because she rules the sixth house, so health comes into play also. So we have Venus coming in and saying, this is I'm taking my health into my hands. Could be a really big one with Venus and Virgo. I'm doing my health my way. I'm going off into my direction, and because I'm saying yes to me, I am being the person that I am being, saying yes to me. And this morning, when I in with the meditation group, I was mentioning about how the group, how showing up for self is so important. Now, I have a daily meditation group Monday through Friday. Today was the last day for this round in meditation. I have a new meditation that starts on Monday, and with a new group of people. So if you are wanting to join me, definitely get a hold of me. It is $25 for that, from August 2nd till September 3rd for that meditation. And the beautiful part about it is showing up and saying to yourself, yes, this is what I'm doing for me. I am wanting to be that creative person for me. Many times in our life, we say things that we're going to do, but we don't do them. We don't show up for ourselves. There is I'm going to say, a lack of respect for our own being, for how we want to treat ourselves. And we're having the energies coming in and saying, how are you treating yourself? How are you paying respect to you? And you may have excuses like, oh, I don't have inspiration. I don't have this. I don't have that. Yet we will get up and put our inspiration and drive to jobs we don't like, put our foot on the pedal. We will put our drive to something else when somebody asks us to do something. And this is where inspiration and Venus in Virgo and Mars being there now, saying, what are the details of you showing up in your life? And Eris, the goddess of discord, is coming forth and saying, wow, you know what? If you don't like it, what are you going to do about it, sweetie? And this is where we can feel that contentious energy that's in the air. We could feel that where we don't want to, or we just, that's just too much. And this is, where we need to show up. We need to show up for ourselves in order to bring in those changes that we want. And many times we're like, well, I don't have the inspiration. I don't have this. I don't have that. But you can't go anywhere till you put the foot on the pedal. Then you get the momentum. It's saying, here I am. I'm here to go. And whether that is within a relationship, with whether you want to start a YouTube channel or not, whether you want to start a new crochet, or you want to, whatever it is that you are wanting to do, it is saying yes to you. Dropped all the chocolate I was eating. She's dropping all the chocolate. Totally jumped back on the yoga and clean eating on the weekend. Yes. And that's saying yes. It's the act. Now, you could say that and then not do it. And that, to me, is a lack of respect for ourselves. And Virgo coming in, with that Virgo energy coming in, and especially with Venus being there, is saying we got to show up. And she's basically coming out and saying, I'm going to be doing what I want to do. I'm tired of listening to everybody tell me how to clean my house or how to do this. I'm going to do it the way I know what is best for me. And Mercury and Mars come in, especially Mars comes in and says, what are the details? Let's get in the details. Now, with this energy too, we're going to see a lot of people might be, especially with the hammer of Thor, with the tops of the mountains tumbling down. So people who are of service or a civil servant or somebody who has been in the limelight may be getting chopped off and being brought back down to level, and because maybe they've gotten too big for their britches. So that energy is in the air too. So if you're feeling like you're too big for your britches and you feel like you are the person who knows it all, well, the goddess of discord knows how to bring you back down and bring you back down to reality and say, hey, there's some stuff here that we need to do. This weekend is a very powerful, powerful weekend for bringing in transformation and change. It is a weekend to really focus on what you are needing to do. If you are getting lost because Elagol is coming in, and he is the god of spirits. I mean, that's where alcohol comes from. If you are going on a bender or wanting to jump off the wagon per se, and this is a weekend, and funny, it's a long weekend, that people jump off the wagon. And August long weekend has always been transformational for me in some ways. Something's happened, with August long weekends. So this one thing that happened with and this is back in going back a ways, but back in 2014 when I did Boonstock, and my husband and I drove out to Penticton for Boonstock. It was just, the drive there was fabulous. We had an RV, we took our time, and it was great. It was fabulous. Oh, you're at 14. Oh, nice. My dad's birthday is coming up on the 4th of August. And he would have been 102? No, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 102 this year, if he was still with us. Just with us in spirit. But this is energy that's coming in for change. Now, on that weekend, we left our car. So in case the kids needed to get anything or go anywhere. So the car was there. Yet my daughter loaned it to her Mateus's dad's mom. And it was to say the least. Somehow it got a flat when it got brand new tires and everything. So anyways, it ended up being it was a major accident, the first major accident for the August long weekend in Calgary on Stoney. The car was totaled. A big a 4x4 Dodge Ram ran over it. Luckily, she was parked on the side of the road. There were injuries, but not major injuries and stuff. But we get a phone call as we're setting up on the Saturday of what happened with our car. To say the least, we had to pack up, and I didn't get to see Macklemore, who was playing that weekend at Boonfest. And I had to pack up and go home. On that weekend, too, was the weekend that I went to see my dad for the last time. And I knew it was the last goodbye, and he knew it was the last goodbye. He was hanging on and waiting for me to show up. And then he knew it was time to go. 2 months later, he passed away. So this energy is bringing in transformation. It's getting you to show up where you need to show up. It's getting you to see where you need to put the foot on the pedal. And when you do that, that gets things going. That brings in your creative drive. That brings in your creativity. That brings in your momentum. One of the beautiful things about me doing this every day is getting me to show up. Some days, do I want to get here? Sometimes no. Honestly, it's just like I have nothing to say. I don't know what I'm going to say. And I feel off. I feel this. I feel that. But it's holding me to say, I'm showing up. I'm coming in today because this is what I'm doing. And when I'm here, it brings in my momentum. Same within the morning. Doing the morning meditations are a time for me to show up, are a time for me to say, get out of bed Monday through Friday and let's do these meditations. It's opening doorways for me. It's helping me to put focus into my day and bring that focus into the day. And that is such power. And bringing that power forth. When you are saying yes to yourself, you are bringing in your creativity, you are bringing in transformation, and you're bringing in great change for you in a positive way. It helps you for the times when are not so good and you feel like you are falling off to the wayside. So today's the day to say yes. Today's the day to say yes to you and show up for you. So, how are you going to show up for yourself? And what have you been procrastinating about that you need to step forward and start doing? So, this weekend, I have my long weekend special, and it is a mini readings, and I will do mini readings for $25. They are recorded. So, you let me know. Yes, I want a mini reading. Give me your birth date, and I will do a mini reading for you for this weekend. And then send it to your email. If you're wanting it, it's $25. We do e-transfers or PayPal. Bringing in the transformation and change. So if you are wanting, let me know. Also, the new meditation starts on Monday. So if you are wanting to join me starting Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. And I'm doing this till September 3rd. And it is a time of transformation and change. And so doing the morning meditation is huge and bringing in that change. Candace said she's going to grab one. Okay, cool. Got you down, Candace. I'll remember that. So bringing those changes in are important for us in stepping forward and saying yes. I understand. Me saying yes to me has always been a challenge. And it has been one that, in not saying yes to myself, has brought me really great heartache in many, many ways. But in saying yes to things has brought me great change. When I went on that trip with my husband to Boonstock, it was where I did a rally to raise money, and I did a special that weekend and raised enough money to pay for me to go to Boonstock and to have enough money for us to drive there and back. My girlfriend loaned me the RV, which was beautiful. Tracy loaned me the RV. God bless her. And in doing that, allowed me to say goodbye to my dad for the very last time. And it did bring in where a realization, an opening for me to step into things in a new way. And that 2014, oh my God, 2014 was a huge transformational year for us. Not only for myself, but for my husband. It was a year where he had a really good job on building oil rigs, and the company ended up going under for some odd reason and losing his position, losing a job. And that was really where 2014 really pushed me into a direction of getting on the road. I got on the road. I went with Silver Cove, and I traveled with Silver Cove later on. And I did, that's how I met Shar. And that's how I met many other people in Saskatchewan in doing that. That was such a blessing. So it opened doorways for me to meet really fabulous people. It also showed me to trust myself more. And as it opened these doorways and opened the transformations, it also brought in where my daughter got pregnant. So knock on wood, she doesn't get pregnant. And Mateus was born the following year in 2015. It was time of huge transition, a lot of moving. I moved how many times between 2014 and 2017 was just crazy. We went from a house that we lived in for 9 years. Then we moved like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in from 2014 to 2017. 7 times we moved. 7 times for crazy, crazy reasons. Some reasons were, yes, I fucked up. Other reasons were like, whoa, this is not a situation we're supposed to be in. We got to leave to where we are now. And I know this weekend, and it's funny because, funny, haha, when we look at the Lionsgate energy coming in, does bring in changes for you. So this is where, for me, stepping on the gas and saying, yeah, I want to bring in some really positive changes into my life. I want to bring in where I'm going to show up more and shine more in different ways. Not sure exactly how that's going to be, but I'm saying yes to it. And then doing the long weekend specials. So mini reading. And I haven't done a lot of reading specials this year at all. So this one, I've been doing my new moon and full moon readings. Yes. And spiritual dance music. Yes. Doing things like that. We are looking at putting in town here in Calgary. So if you're in the Calgary area, we are looking at doing a thing on August 8th, which is Saturday, here in Calgary at the North Glenmore Park. And we are looking at, there's a spot in North Glenmore that is right down by the reservoir. There's a gazebo there. So we're looking at doing something there in the evening and doing a meditation. And maybe if we get enough people to do a circle and do some beautiful water ceremonies and bringing in the beautiful energies of the water. So that's going to be in August 8th, and which is also the climax, or the big, for this, not only the new moon, but for the Lionsgate. And that's going to be in Calgary. So we're looking at doing that. Honeybee, Cynthia, and I were just sort of chatting about that this morning, because on my morning video on Instagram, I was showing people where I was, and it just came to me, why don't I do something here? Cynthia and I did another one where we did a labyrinth walk here in Calgary. So this one would be really nice for us to do a Lionsgate new moon meditation ritual for people down in North Glenmore Park. And we're going to do it free of charge. Like, it's not who people come down, join us. And I'm going to see about videotaping. And so here's the other thing I want to raise money for. It's because I need to get a stand for my for my phone. And because we've revenue, well, my husband's OAS, old age pension thing. Anyways, they reevaluate it. He's been deducted. He's getting half of what he was getting. So we have to go in and we have to tell him that our income hasn't changed since the last time. And for whatever reason, they have changed the pension in Canada. And you don't get a hell of a lot, but what we were getting was, we were depending on it for paying our rent. So That's the other reason. So you're going to be seeing a lot more things where I need to earn money, people. I need I need to keep my YouTube channel going, to keep things going, for me to be able to offer that new moon meditation I want to do. I want to get a gimbal stand, where I can do a live feed so people can join us as we're doing this. So you could still be at home, and we'll be down there, and you could join us for the ceremony, which will be a lot of fun. And plus, I want to get a little what do you call it, microphone on here too, so that you could pick up what we are doing. So if you're interested in that, definitely mini readings, please, grab one, and I'll get you your mini reading this weekend. And yeah, or if you're wanting to join me for anything that I do, definitely get a hold of me. And a lot is on my website, thegurumama.com. Been pretty good at keeping that up. That's, been doing that. So, and September, we have Journey Club starting up. We got a manifesting some cool ass shit coming in for September. So we have some really cool things. But I could record it for you guys if I'm free that night. Ooh, that would be cool, Candace. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because we want to do a live feed. That's what I was thinking. So on Instagram. So doing a live feed on my Instagram. So if anybody is wanting to join, and even recording it would be absolutely fabulous too, because then we can use it for other things. That would be fabulous. This is because we want to create where we can come down and enjoy. And right down there by the reservoir is beautiful. There's steps that you can go down. I wouldn't go in the water because I'm a princess. When it comes to certain waters to go into, I'm very particular. But I've gone down there many times, and I've sat, and I have done water rituals down there by the reservoir. And there's a little beaver that's down there too. And he sort of pokes his head up every once in a while. This morning I heard a loon. It was so fabulous. And there was, sometimes there's eagles that come in there. And yesterday there was the biggest raven. I haven't seen a raven that big since I was up north. Up north, they have huge fucking ravens. Like these things are like almost 2 feet, 3 feet tall. There was a big raven, and he was just sitting not far from my car yesterday. And he just sort of sat there, and he was watching me. And I was like, well, I'm walking over here. And it was like as if he nodded to me to say, okay, that's fine. Go ahead. I'm not bugging you. I'm doing my thing. And he was magnificent. He was magnificent. So black, so black. And shiny black, so beautiful. So it is a place where you see many different types of wildlife. The chipmunks that I took a picture of, there was one really cute chipmunk. Then the next chipmunk that came out, I feel like he was a warrior chipmunk. Totally different pattern on the back. I didn't know chipmunks' patterns could change. My guide has a huge raven, freaking raven too. It keeps flying in my face. I know they're just they're crazy. They're crazy. But the chipmunks, if anybody knows, did you guys know that chipmunks can have different markings on their back? I didn't know that. So there's one chipmunk that looked like regular little straight markings that I have seen. The next chipmunk that I saw had a strip of a line of white. Then it was black with little white dots on it, and then white line, and then a black, and then white dots on top of the black. Yeah, when I saw him, I looked at him and I thought, ooh, you're the warrior. You're the warrior little chipmunk. And he sort of looked at me as if, yes, I am. So I'm like, ooh, okay, I'll respect. You're little, you're tiny, you're mighty. I'll respect your space, buddy. The other one, when he saw him, took off and went up a tree. So, just seeing the different animals and the different types of foliage that's out there. There's a lot of new sage, white sage growing in amongst the trees and in the grass, so which is very cool. Saw some choke cherries this morning. So there's all different kinds. Sweetgrass, you can smell the sweetgrass when they're mowing the lawns and stuff. So anyways, it's one of my favorite spots. Lots of difference, and it's very diverse. There's a couple spots that we could go to, but the second spot that I was thinking would be, it's quite a hike. And I thought, no, this one, you just drive, you park, and then you could go down, and it's a lot nicer. Oh, here comes Mr. Thirsty. There you go. There you go. You're welcome. So if you're interested in any of that I was just talking about, definitely get a hold of me and we will get you what you need. So I'll be posting out more information on the August 8th meditation that will be held here in Calgary. So everybody have a fabulous long weekend and enjoy, embrace. Know that there's going to be some crazy shenanigans. The Hammer of Thor is there. Hammer of Thor takes off tops of mountains, so you might be seeing a few people tumbling to the ground, hopefully gently. And there is where you just, follow where you're going to go. Follow your path. Know what is right for you and don't start going off the path. That's where, if you're going off somewhere where that's not where you need to go, could lead you somewhere where you don't want to be. So trusting self is very important this weekend too. So have a fabulous one, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.